If you're looking for your next product role, you're looking for referrals, you might consider joining an organization like PCA, Product Career Accelerator, which we run, and you might wonder, how can PCA help me with referrals? I get this question pretty often, so I wanted to leave this video out here, and if it can be useful for you to just get referrals from anywhere, then perfect, and also can answer the question for folks that are considering joining the Product Career Accelerator. So, how does PCA help with referrals? So fundamentally, the way that I think about referrals are, they're never ever going to be based on the relationship itself. So if you think I or anyone in PCA or anyone anywhere is just going to help you because we've got a great relationship, then frankly, I don't think that you're going to be very successful in a career, because that's not how it works. It works based on utility. We're product managers. We're supposed to deliver value. We're supposed to actually help customers and the business, supposed to make money, supposed to be useful. So it's not about, hey, can you get me a referral here? I really appreciate it. It's about, hey, I see what you're working on. I have the following expertise. I have the following skill set. I have the following experiences. I've worked in this adjacent area. I've worked in this company that's similar. I've worked in big tech companies in general, or I've worked in startups, or I've worked in these environments. I've solved these problems before. I've solved problems similar to this one before. So I can actually help you. And if you set it up like that, then I would be very happy to refer you to anybody in my network. We've got obviously a strong PCA alumni network. We've got 250 or more experienced product managers in all kinds of companies inside PCA. And I've got probably 100,000 people in my network, of which 20,000 are product people. So I would be happy to refer you if you can solve a particular problem. And the more likely you are to be able to actually solve that problem, the more excited I would be to refer you, because then I would kind of get the credit for solving that problem, and it would be a net positive, a net benefit for everybody involved. So that's the short answer. A little bit of a longer answer is that there is, of course, a component of referrals where you could kind of get your foot in the door of certain companies, and you don't necessarily need to be exceptional at a particular role to get your foot in the door. This is something like a Google or Meta. If you know somebody, they can submit a referral. But even for those referrals, they have to put in, why am I referring this person? And they want to put something meaningful in there. So essentially, it's going to be the same thing. Why am I referring this person? Because they're likely to be a good candidate, or because they're likely to succeed at Meta or Google or in this work environment, or because of their work ethic, if nothing else. But you're not going to get any of that if you don't know the person. So if you have done a lot of cool stuff, if you have a great career and you've delivered a lot of impact, you've worked a lot of great places, and you want to join PCA, then absolutely, we will give you a lot of referrals. A lot of PCA alumni will give you referrals. And I'm sure anybody on LinkedIn, if you just reach out and offer to help solve a problem, they will gladly give you a referral or help you get your foot in the door. You don't even need PCA. You could just do it on your own. But if you want to do it the other way around, where you want to join an organization and want to just put your email out there and expect to get 10 referrals from Google, Meta, and DoorDash and OpenAI and everything, that's just not going to happen in PCA or anywhere, frankly. If anyone's telling you that they're going to do this, please don't believe them. So now I want to talk a little bit about where referrals fit in to your application methodology. In my mind, and what we work on in PCA is, we have to every day do the following things: look for jobs, apply to jobs, read job descriptions, identify the important elements, customize the resumes, send those resumes via application, and then follow up via email, LinkedIn message, or even text message with senior product people on that team, with hiring managers, and with a recruiter on that team or adjacent teams, with why you can solve the problem. That is what we expect you to do every day if you join PCA. And we're going to give you accountability. We're going to give you support. We're going to give you all kinds of sessions, one-on-one, group. We will give you what you need, but we expect you to do the work. So that's one of the things that our enrollment advisors are going to ask you. Are you prepared to actually do the work? Because there's a lot of candidates out there. There are also a lot of jobs, but we expect you to put in a lot of effort, both in the quality of that effort and, of course, in the quantity of that effort. So Hopefully that explains how we deal with referrals and how I think about referrals as part of your overall application strategy. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you want to DM me directly on Instagram, I'm taking questions about product career, getting your next role. Happy to answer any of your questions. So just DM me directly on Instagram and we'll cover it in a YouTube video. And if you want to work with our team, there's a link in the description where you can sign up for a call to potentially talk about joining the accelerator and what it may look like. Thanks very much. See you next time.